Hi there. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the Umgadi trailer and going over the things that you may have missed in that trailer. And then also I'm going to be showing you guys some of the information that we got from the San Diego Comic-Con panel that wasn't recorded but was documented online. Remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join my Discord if you want to talk all things Mortal Kombat 1 and join a community. My Discord is right there for you. Click the link down below. With that being said, let's get started. Now, the Umgadi trailer that we got is actually pretty straightforward, and there isn't that much to break down. And if I were to break it down for you, you would probably have already seen it, but just in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to be going over all the small details that weren't that obvious. First, let's talk about the new stages that we got revealed. We got a new garden stage, which looks absolutely fantastic and beautiful. The stages continue to look like the best they have ever been in a Mortal Kombat game. We also got a Tarkatan Wasteland stage, so Baraka has his own stage once again like he did in Mortal Kombat 11, which is very nice. And then we got a quote-unquote experiment stage. Don't know really what to call it, but it has a lot of books. Looks like they're experimenting with centaurs, because if you look at the background of the stage, you can see some images of centaur skeletons, and you can see some centaur skeleton displays in the background as well. Don't know if they're experimenting on centaurs actually. They may just be studying centaurs. Whatever it is, it still looks like a really good stage. We also got some new cameo reveals, and the first one being the obvious one, and that is Darius, which I totally didn't expect. I was freaking out in my reaction. I literally did not expect that at all. It was a very nice surprise. Not a fan of Darius myself, but having him in the game is so wild to me that I like it. So I've kind of just changed my mind, and I'm glad that he's in. Also, Khameleon is in the background in some of the story scenes of the game. The female Khameleon, by the way, which I'm sure that was obvious, but I needed to clarify that. It's a blink and you miss it moment. I missed it the first time when I watched the trailer, but she is back, and I'm very happy she is back. She is one of those characters that I really wanted to see come back in terms of the underrated characters. We don't know if she's a fully playable character though, and based on some rumors, she might just be a cameo fighter, and if that's the case, I'll take it, because any Khameleon is good Khameleon. Not a new cameo fighter revealed, but it does look like we got a new glimpse at Goro. We got two glimpses of Goro, but we got one in a blink and you miss it moment that gives us a better view on him. And compared to when we first saw him in the initial gameplay reveal, he looks a lot better. I'm still not a fan of him wearing armor, so I hope there's another skin that we can use that makes him look like classic Goro. But this does look like a better, updated version of the character. And that's pretty much it in terms of the things that you missed in the trailer. Again, the trailer was actually pretty straightforward, and everything that you needed to know was very obvious, and it was in your face, and doesn't really need further explanation. So, the next part of this video, I'm actually going to be talking about things that were not shown in the trailer, but were shown to people exclusively at Comic-Con, but was all documented online or revealed from NetherRealm. And first, we're going to be talking about the things revealed from NetherRealm with the character bios. The new character bios that we have are for Baraka, Tanya, and Li Mei. So I'm going to read them here for you. Starting with Tanya's bio, chosen as an infant from Outworld's firstborn daughters, Tanya was raised by the Umgadi's priestesses. She's never known her birth family. As she grew older and saw other initiates wash out, Tanya feared that she would share their fate. But that fear spurred success. After many attempts, Tanya passed her trials and became a full Umgadi. Over time, Tanya became one of the Order's most trusted members. She was the obvious choice when it needed to choose a new leader for the royal family's personal guard. As an Umgadi, Tanya is sworn to piety and chastity. That is why her bond with Princess Melina, were it known, would cause a scandal. By following her heart, Tanya risks not only her position, but also her life. Next up, we have Baraka's bio. Baraka was once a respected Outworld merchant, but that life ended in an instant where he contracted the dreaded Tarkat plague. Incurable, contagious, and the cause of severe physical deformities, Tarkat turned Baraka into a monster. He was cast out and doomed to live out his days in a colony of similarly afflicted Outworlders. When Baraka first arrived, the colony was in disarray. His fellow Tarkatans had given up and were ready to die. Their hopelessness lit a fire in Baraka's heart. He spares no effort to better his fellow Tarkatans' lives. He knows that as long as he fights, he will never truly be a victim. And then lastly, we have Li Mei's bio. As her parents' firstborn daughter, Li Mei was claimed by the Umgadi, the warrior priestesses who guard Outworld's royal family. Li Mei's service began with high expectations. Her early success caught the eye of the royal family. But it fell apart when a terrible tragedy unfolded. Li Mei was blamed for this, and in the aftermath, she did the unthinkable. She quit the Umgadi. Friendless and alone, Li Mei needed a new purpose. She joined Sundo's Constables, the Outworld capital's rough and tumble police force. Over time, she became their first constable. Li Mei is glad to be the capital guardian. Still, she hopes one day to redeem herself. Pretty good bios for every single character so far. I'd have to look more into depth on how they are actually played out in the story mode, exactly what they do from beginning to end, but so far so good. We also got some new information about the game from Ed Boon on the panel. Now, some of them were recorded, some of them were not. I'm just going to show you a few tweets from Caboose's thread that he was making because he was at the event and he was documenting them and posting them on Twitter. So go ahead and give him a follow, show him some support, and let's read some of the notable tweets. There is a very expansive additional single player experience that they won't show today. Ed Boon says he's very excited and they're leaning heavily into the single player experience for those who are sick of getting their butt kicked online. Nothing is confirmed yet, but I do think we're going to get a new version of Conquest Mode. I think we're going to get this really nice single player experience that's just not the story mode. And whether or not it's called Conquest Mode or if it works the same way as Conquest Mode, I do believe we're going to be getting a version of that for this game. Combat Kids might show up in a future game or in a DLC or something, says Ed Boon. Main roster is heavily focused on the characters a lot of people see as iconic or have wanted for a while, hence Li Mei. Now, we've known for a while that the Combat Kids will not be in Mortal Kombat 1 story mode, but Ed Boon also did hint a while ago that they could be cameo fighters, and it looks like it's possible they are DLC characters as well later down the line. We already know Takeda is one of the Combat Kids that is going to be DLC in the first Combat Pack, but we have no idea about the others. Ed Boon teased that they'd like to revisit different alities they haven't done in a while. A fan was specifically asking about Babe-alities, so we could potentially see that back in Mortal Kombat 1. Now, there was a few more things that people have noted from the panel, from other sources that were at the panel. One of them comes from Geek Vibes Nation. Ed Boon didn't confirm or deny John Wick appearing as a guest fighter in the future. So, maybe we will get John Wick in a future Combat Pack. Now, I do remember there was an interview that Keanu Reeves did, and he said that he wouldn't want to have John Wick in a Mortal Kombat game. Maybe he changed his mind, maybe Ed Boon was just trolling. So we'll have to see what happens for the next round of Combat Packs. And then lastly, we got story mode scenes from the panel, but they were not shown to the public. They were not shown online. And I'm not sure if I can really show them here on this video because I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting in trouble, but I definitely can show you some screenshots. And we got our first look at Reiko and Motaro. Very low quality images, I know that, guys. Again, I cannot post them online, but I can give you guys links to those videos in the description below. But yes, Motaro and Reiko are going to be in Mortal Kombat 1, and from the looks of it, Reiko is going to be a playable character. We aren't sure about Motaro, but I think at the very least, he's going to be a cameo fighter. Now, the context of this scene is that Li Mei and Liu Kang are talking with each other, and Li Mei is informing Liu Kang that General Shao plans to overthrow Empress Sindel. Then later on, Reiko and Motaro ambush Li Mei and Liu Kang, and leading into a fight between Li Mei and Reiko. It is also said by Liu Kang that Shang Tsung is influencing General General Shao to overtake the throne of Outworld. So it looks like General Shao and Reiko are going to have a subplot in the story mode where they're forming an insurgency within Outworld to try and overtake the throne. And the last thing that we got from Comic-Con was an extended scene of Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion talking with each other from the Lin Kuei trailer that we got a few weeks ago. And the most important tease that we got from this clip was Nitara, because at the end of that clip, and again, I can't show you guys this because I'm not sure if I can get in trouble for it, we hear a winged person screeching in the background, and there's no one else in the Mortal Kombat universe that could be teasing other than Nitara. So it looks like we're also going to be getting Nitara in Mortal Kombat 1. That's it for today, everybody. Let me know what you guys thought about everything we saw in the comments below. And tomorrow, or maybe Monday, I'm gonna have a video for you guys breaking down all of my thoughts, my real, true, honest thoughts on everything that we got. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a video from me. I will see you guys next time.